Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. I got one of these TAC knives in, and I would want to go through it with you and check it out. I've had this now for a little over a week and a half now. I've carried it on several occasions, and quite honestly, I'm addicted. I have a problem, and I have a Benji problem because that is what this is. This is the TAC Knives Benji. So I saw this on another channel, excuse me, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, it's an OTF, perfect little size, nice shape. And at the time, they had the drop point version of it. But as if you saw my unboxing of this knife, I decided to go a little bit different route. So let's talk a little bit about it. So you have an aluminum handle, a deep carry clip with not deep carry, not recessed clip. Well, I guess the clip is somewhat recessed. It's not 100% recessed, sorry. But the screws definitely are not, but the clip itself isn't. But it slips into my pocket easy. What I've been doing is I've been slipping this into my back pocket. So instead of like, this could be a fifth carry pocket. This is perfect for fifth carry, but I've been sliding this into my rear right side back pocket. It's so slim and so small that it fit in there perfect. You do have a lanyard hole opening if you want to do a lanyard hole, if that's your thing. You have some jimping here. You have some jimping on the opposite side right there. And you have the switch. And I have the Warncliffe version of the Benji. Nice profile on the blade. You got the holes in the little groove right there on the blade. This is D2 steel, and there has been some issues, people complaining that theirs did not come sharpened, and they've tried stropping it, and it just cannot hold the edge and will not hold the edge. So that might be heat treating issues from TAC knives, maybe. I don't really know. This one did come fairly sharp, and I just stropped it a little bit, and it's razor sharp, and it cuts really, really well. And I've showed that on live streams. I can show that on here as well. But when you get this in your hand, so I have to confess, I am not a big OTF person. I do like OTFs, but I don't want to spend, well, it's not that I don't want to spend, is I really can't afford to spend the type of money for the nice Microtechs and the other size OTFs that are this size. I like the ones that are this size. I don't need these big 4-inch OTFs. They're a little bit too big. And this one, just the action on this is pretty stinking cool. First of all, let's talk about the price. This thing on their website is $60, $59.95. $59.95. That is an amazing deal. You have aluminum, detail, D2 steel, a nice OTF that feels just as good as some of the higher end models. It does have a little bit of blade play, like a lot of OTFs do. It's off-centered with the action instead of being centered, like some other ones do as well that I've gotten into the channel that I've questioned, why is it off-centered? And that's just how they did it. But the switch is good. The pull and push are good. It's nice and solid, and the action has been great. I haven't been able to fail this at all. Let me get a sheet of paper. All right, so this came sharp, and one of the big things people have been complaining about is it didn't come sharp. Now, I have stropped this just a little bit, but I mean, it's sharp. So I don't know. I don't know what other people are experiencing with theirs, but this one I am having no issues with. I really like the carbon fiber with the G10 inlay, which is what they're calling it. And they're calling it a mini OTF, which it's pretty stinking small, but it's good. What I like about it is you have the jimping here, which is good. It gives you something to hold on to when you're pulling and pushing the button. And then back here, you have that as well. The clip is not a deep carry, but it is a bent clip. It is nice and tight, and it slips into the pocket very, very easy. And you have that nice slim design, very easy to control, very easy to conceal, and the action is just amazing. I just can't look at that. And it's only 1.6 ounces, so this aluminum frame on this does come into play very much. The total length is 5.82 inches based on their website. So let's take that. So, yep, it is right there, 5.82. And the blade length is 2.16. So, yeah, it's a very tiny blade shape. And that's one thing about OTFs that I'm it's weird for me, the size of the blade versus the size of the handle, but I understand all the mechanisms involved. I think every OTF I've ever handled, the blade length is always much shorter than the handle, and it kind of throws off the eye for me. But it is what it is with OTFs. That's just kind of what you're going to do. So let's look at some size comparisons just because we have to. Here it is versus the Rat 2. Obviously, the Rat 2 dwarfs it, makes it look like the Rat 2 is much bigger than what it actually is. And the Civivi Elementum. And I don't know if I really need to get into the Spider Para 3, but what the heck? Let's throw the Para 3 up here anyway. So there you go with the size comparisons. I'm not even going to get into anything else with this because I don't really have anything else that really compares to what this is. But the TAC Knives Benji, man, I am so happy that I jumped on this and purchased this when I could, because I am really, really happy to have a cool OTF in my collection now. And God, I can't stop it. And Mrs. Aries is tired of hearing that. I can guarantee that right now. So please check out TAC Knives. They have a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of budget-friendly stuff. And the Benji, I gotta say, is for the money, it's pretty darn good. I do have concerns about HRCs and heat treat if other people are experiencing one that isn't sharpened, but I am not 100% not experiencing that whatsoever. So you have to take all of these things into consideration when you're doing this. But I think TAC Knives will probably take care of you too. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please, one more time, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not. Again, the choice is always yours.